Chapter 1. Love is an Equation. It's another beautiful day at LoveCorp. Its shining metal walls and sleekly dressed employees show its business as usual. But you're recently promoted to Love Technician, and you ooze confidence as you catch sight of your reflection in a wall panel. Like to customize? Let's see what we have. No male options, I see. Just gonna go with this. Reminds me of the girl from Underworld. Eris? Hold on. Okay, Chloe Campbell, let's jump right in. You're here because you applied to the soulmate program, correct? Yep, just submitted the paperwork again last week. You flick through a couple of pages on your tablet and give your anxious-looking woman in the front of you your most reassuring smile. Well, good news. That means your work is done, and mine is just getting started. As a love tech, it's my job to help the algorithm find the one. And today's intake will give me all the info I need to do that. I'm counting on that. This is actually my 12th year applying. You blink and pause, you're dutifully scribbling to stare at Chloe. You've submitted 12 soulmate applications? You'd think after all the paperwork LoveCorp could have found me the one, but I'm sure the right person is out there. And if anyone's going to help find them, it's LoveCorp. I just wish they could find them sooner rather than later. I'm sick of living in a shoebox. I know how you feel. The non-pairing studios are so small, and there's barely enough room for a single bed and a TV. I only just qualified for a one-bedroom when I became a love tech, though honestly, that's not that much more space. Can you imagine moving into an actual house like the ones they show on Telelove? Hopefully we'll both get to find out soon enough, but so why don't we dive into some of our questions? First, why am I looking for the one? How do you know I was going to ask? 12 times, ma'am, for 12 times. I just told you I've done this 12 times, and you always ask the same question first. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if I'd be better off giving random answers to shake up the data set, but I'm not that good of a liar. I wouldn't recommend that. If the algorithm detects inconsistencies, it'll flag your application for fraud, and you'll never wind up paired. That means no fancy restaurants, no concerts, no adopting a pet. I don't think I could handle that. And if you somehow didn't get flagged, the result could be even worse. You could wind up with someone who isn't even your soulmate. Okay, so maybe the problem is I'm not thinking about the questions right. So why don't you tell me how you would answer? That way I'll know if I've got the right idea. That this meeting isn't about me, Chloe. It's about... Please, Erica. I promise I won't steal your answers. I just really need help if I'm going to find my soulmate. I mean, I haven't found mine either, so I'm not exactly sure how this will help, but I suppose it couldn't hurt. I'm looking for the one because I want freedom, true love, I want a different life. I want true love. You're looking for a romance in your life. I know it's cliche, but I want the fairy tale. I want to meet someone who understands me in a way that no one ever has, and who makes me feel things I've never felt. Oh, nothing's wrong with cliche. They're popular for a reason. I mean, you have seen LoveCorp's wedding extravaganzas. I never miss an episode. During my other interviews, I'd always answer love. I figured that was the right answer. There are no right or wrong answers, Chloe. In fact, it's all about answering honestly, instinctually. I guess that explains the weird pictures they show you during your brain scan. See, you even have them here. She points at the tablet, where a few images are displayed, the same ones a technician showed you during your application interview. That's exactly right, Chloe. The picture you choose helps the algorithm understand you better. How your mind works, what you're drawn to. So, what were you drawn to inside your intake? You look back down at the images, one in particular catching your eye, the one you've seen every year. You may choose the sun, so it's a snake around a tree underneath the sun. The tree, or the snake. Okay, so I have to click on one. This one's actually a really hard one. I know I'm thinking about it on a deep level, but I'm gonna go with the tree. I don't know if it's because they change with the seasons, or because they live to see so many years pass. Nature is a way of making you feel alive. Exactly. It sometimes makes me wonder what the world looked like before cities. It was beautiful. Let me just say that, it was beautiful. I'm sorry for pushing your answers, Erica. I know that's not how these things usually go. I really hope this is going to be the last time I have to apply. You lean forward to put your hands comfortingly on her arm. Love is an equation, Chloe, and the algorithm is going to solve it for you. Hopefully before my bank account runs dry. These application fees are expensive, even with the 40% discount I get from being a LoveCorp contractor. 40 is pretty good. I'm a full-time employee and I only get a 50% discount. She laughs, but her posture is still stiff, her fingers nervously drumming on the arms of the chair she's in. I'll tell you what. Why don't we go over the basics of the soulmate program? But I already know those. And when was the last time you actually read them? It's been a few years. No, which is exactly why I think a refresher is just what you need. Sometimes knowing the journey in front of you helps to embark on it with confidence and ease. Oh, you sound like a robot. Our development team may have trained a machine to write the script, but it had a 90% success rate for relieving client anxiety. Though I admit my suggestion is a bit off script. Normally I'd give you a pamphlet, but I think you could benefit from going over it with me. If you think it could help, I'm willing to do anything. This is a lore document. Collect them all and unlock bonusing. Usually our first document in any book is usually free, but hey, look, it's diamond grab. Alright, yay for reading, and it's first thing in the morning. I want to read about the purpose of the soulmate program. Love is a human need, but it's not always a guarantee. Believe it or not, some people used to go their whole lives without finding the one they were meant to be with. Divorce rates were sky high, broken families common, not to mention the number of people suffering from broken hearts. That's where the soulmate program came in. It was designed to alleviate all the stress associated with romantic relationships. Now you sit back and let our love technicians and our state-of-the-art pairing algorithm do the work of finding the one for you. Well, after 12 times with this lady, I don't think it's working out too great. Happily ever after for everyone. That's the LoveCorp guarantee. Yeah, as long as you keep giving them money. I can't even begin to imagine what that must be like, getting married to someone, just starting a family only to realize you weren't meant to be. Or worse, never finding anyone at all, having to go through life alone. Honestly, that's what I'm worried about. And that's the whole reason the soulmate program was created, to give everyone their happily ever after. And that includes you, Chloe. Yeah, but isn't that the point of love? Like, yeah, you're looking for the right one, but if you can find someone you're compatible with, it's worth taking the shot. Everybody wants to sit in their little cocoons. The brain scan. The brain scan technology we take for granted today was unimaginable during LoveCorp's infancy. For decades, Love technicians were forced to rely on surveys from participants which were frequently unreliable and subjective. Now, subjective surveys are combined with an objective brain scan. With our patented Love Vision element, we can target different areas of your brain in order to observe your reactions to simple questions. Once the brain scan and interview answers are in LoveCorp systems, we run the data through our algorithm, which will eventually pair you with your soulmate. The one, as we often say. Depending on the age of your partner, you may have to apply for a few years until you're paired, but rest assured the one is out there for you, and we will find them. I've been applying for 12 years. Just how young is my soulmate going to be? I'm not even gonna make a joke about that. Not even gonna. Some people think that, like a 40-year-old dating a 16-year-old's okay nowadays, and no, it's not. Age might not have anything to do with it. Your partner might not have applied yet. Or their answers may have been flagged for fraudulence. Or they might live outside the standard search radius. We live in a pretty big country after all. Is there a way to get the algorithm to expand its search area? Typically, you can do that by moving to a new place, but I also know it's standard to expand once a client has been applying for 15 years. 15! Oh! Boy, just 3 more years there, Chloe. I'm not sure I can go 3 more years of this. I definitely can't afford to move. You're not gonna have to, because we're gonna find your soulmate this year. LoveCorp's history. Wait, they get rid of your choices as you go now. Oh, BFD. LoveCorp's history. LoveCorp began in the 1940s, a bright light after a long, dark war. Philip Douglas Sr., the company's founder, started small, helping returning soldiers, find a partner with whom they could enjoy their hard-fought peace. Because as we all know, everything is better with your better half. Things were quiet for a number of years after that as LoveCorp struggled to find its place in decades of free love. But the company returned to prominence in the 2000s with the launch of the Soulmate app, the most scientifically backdated app to have ever been created. By 2010, technology was developing at light speed, and then CEO Philip Douglas Jr. felt the expanding LoveCorp into other sectors would have widespread societal impact. As Douglas Jr. famously said in his 2011 keynote, imagine a future where love isn't just attainable but found everywhere, in every aspect of a consumer's life, from the food they eat to the clothes they wear to the shows they watch. This imagined future would become a reality, though Douglas wouldn't live to see it. Before his untimely demise in 2015, Douglas Jr. guided the launch of our first television programs and consumer products. Thanks to his visionary leadership, LoveCorp quickly became a household name and the staple of modern life we know and love today. God, these pamphlet answers. It's amazing that LoveCorp's been such a difference in people's lives for over a century now. A century. 1940 to 2015. Not even close, but continue. We have Douglas family to thank for all of that. Life after you're paired. Gone are the days of anxious first dates, their tedious logistics, and inevitable disappointment. When our system finds your match, LoveCorp will give you a time and a place to meet. And don't worry, we'll even foot the bill. You mean after we're done paying you in the first place. All you need to do is worry about having a good time with your one true love. Your love technician will reach out the next day to schedule an exit interview for you and your partner. And after that, the world is your oyster. If you're not broke enough, the two of you will have access to exclusive dining, vacations, and even an option to purchase a home, to name just a few partner-only perks. As a courtesy, LoveCorp requests that you return to one of our facilities every few months for interviews meant to improve our algorithm models. With your help, we can continue to find our clients' love as fast as possible. Basically, the machines need tune-ups every few months. Anyway, I don't think I realized just how supportive LoveCorp was after they found you the one. We know this is an exciting time in your life, and we want you to be able to make the most of it. Our exit interview helps to ensure that you and your partner are on the same page on important issues you might not have talked about yet. And the interview after that? Well, like the pamphlet says, they're primarily for research purposes, but we've found they also encourage healthy communication. Well, I'll be more than happy to contribute once you've found me the one. How are you feeling about all that, Chloe? Any better? A lot better, actually. LoveCorp's gonna find me the one, I just know it. God, are you programmed to say that? You take a quick glance at the checklist on your tablet before standing up to walk behind Chloe's chair. Why don't we go ahead and move on to the brain scan portion of the intake? Let me get this situated. Chloe gives you a nervous smile as you carefully buckle the helmet's safety strap under her chin. What, are you gonna electrocute the woman? You'd think after wearing these so many times I'd be used to them. It's perfectly normal for even experienced applicants to be nervous. I'm gonna turn the helmet on and ask you some rapid-fire questions. Oh, please don't tell me these are timed. Your responses will be analyzed with your scan data, so don't worry about providing detail or context. Just go with your gut. Let's do this. With the press of a button, the helmet begins to beep gently. It's a sensor flashing, and you take a seat with your tablet. Alright, green for go. First off, what's your favorite vacation spot? The beach. Great. Next, what? Wait, no, that's not right. When you glance up at Chloe, her lower lip is trembling and her hands are shaking. Chloe, is something the matter? It's just, I can't remember ever liking the beach. It's too hot. The sand gets everywhere. I don't even know how to swim. Anakin? But it has to be the beach. I know it's the beach, but I don't know. Maybe we should take a break. Let me just... Before you can begin walking Chloe through the LoveCorp panic protocol, blood begins to drip from her nose slowly, then in a rapid gush. What? You leap to your feet as her head lolls forward, quickly unhooking the helmet before throwing open the exam room door. I need a medic in here, stat. Almost instantly, several members of LoveCorp's medical team are lifting Chloe onto a cot and wheeling her out of the room. You quickly grab one of the medic's arms. Is she gonna be okay? We'll take care of her from here. You can return to work. Back at your desk, you stare at your computer screen, unable to get the image of Chloe's panicked face out of your head. Hey, I brought you a snack. I couldn't convince anyone who was paired to get me something out of the vending machine, so it's just Wheatie Bits. You look over to see your best friend and coworker, Inari, popping her head into your cubicle. Her eyes widen as she takes in your forlorn expression. Whoa, who died? Her name was Chloe. No one, at least I hope not. Oh geez, did your first application interview go that badly? My client got a bad nosebleed during her brain scan, and I had to call the medics in. Not to mention, this is already her 12th application, and I'm not even sure she'll be able to finish the process. I just hope she's okay after all that, and that I didn't do anything to accidentally cause it. I'm sure the nosebleed is coincidence, Erica. She's probably gotten them before, and this was just a really bad timing. I just wish I could have helped her. You are helping her. You're finding her true love. What's one nosebleed in the grand scheme of things? You're right. I might not have been able to do anything earlier, but finding her the one is sure to make her feel better. That's the spirit. Inari hovers over your shoulders. You pull up Chloe's file on your computer screen and scroll through her previous surveys, all 12 of them. But when you take a closer look at her answers... Well, that's odd. On her first 7 surveys, she said she hated the beach. She called it literal hell. But from the survey 8 onward, she says she loves the beach and called it her favorite place in the world. I mean, it's not that unusual for your favorite vacation spot to change. But that's not the only thing. Look at her defining characteristics. In the first 9 surveys, she was independent and snarky. In her last 3 applications, the algo marked her as sweet and kind. I would have thought she was sweet and kind too after what we just saw, but this is suspicious. Defining characteristics aren't supposed to shift like this. That's the whole reason they make us wait until we're 18 to apply. And Ari shrugs. She probably just lied to make her application look better. That would explain why she hasn't been paired. She's getting fraudulent flags. But the brain scan data lines up with her verbal answers. I should tell Anna about this, right? I don't know, it's a bold move, bringing problems to your boss when you just started this role, especially in what you're wearing. What's wrong with my outfit? Nothing, but you're a love tech now, Erica, not a survey clerk. You should look the part. It's the only way to get respect in the office. Plus, Anna's a stickler for the rules, and her favorite is dress to impress. That's a real rule. Not on paper, it's not, but Anna's great about making rules that are unspoken and implied via passive-aggressive glares. I have been eyeing a new outfit in the LoveCorp employee store. And now's the time to get it. I'm sure you'll be able to wheedle more information out of Anna while she's too busy admiring your fashion. Plus, you'll be able to wear it to work all the time. This has to be a book they're trying out, right? Just, let's go. Employee of the month. You dash off to the employee store and return decked out head to toe in the latest LoveCorp style. Well, how do I look? Like it's a uniform. Incredible, obviously. You'll be the one running LoveCorp before long. I'll be sure to put that on your promotion fast track. Oh, there's a fast track? Under my reign there will be. Also more snacks in the cafeteria. Oh, nothing but respect from my CEO. Leaving Ari behind, you step up to Anna's door, giving a cursory knock before stepping inside, only to find her already talking to someone. Who do you see, a man or a woman? This must be a love interest. A man. Let's see what we have. 1, 2... Female options. Wow, only 2 male options. Really going out the distance here. 1, 2. I'm wondering if this will be a single love interest book. I'm just gonna go with face 1. Let me know what you picked. Nico. Sure. Like last names ever matter. Your eyes widen as you realize you're in the same room as Nico-san, one of LoveCorp's top research scientists. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Not at all. We were just wrapping up here. Nico gives you a warm smile and begins gathering up his things, while Anna turns to address you. Erica! What can I do for you today? Well, something sort of weird happened with an applicant, and I figured I should flag it for you. You quickly fill Anna in about the inconsistencies in Chloe's file, and her smile slowly fades. I just figured there must be a reason this woman has been paired, or hasn't been paired yet, right? And maybe it has something to do with this? I appreciate you bringing this to my attention, Erica. I can tell that you're an exceptionally concise employee, and that's exactly what we look for in Love Technician. You can't help but smile as Anna looks you over approvingly. Thank you, ma'am. This is my dream job, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. Just let me know if there's anything more I can do to help. I really want to find Chloe's one for her. That won't be necessary. We have reviewed Miss Campbell's application in the past and found no issues. But I appreciate your concern. This is perfectly in line with your 96% empathy score. But respectfully, the soulmate algorithm is outside your purview. If I could chime in here, Anna, as someone working on the algorithm, I do think this is worth looking into. You and Anna both turned to Nico, surprised. Just because no issues were found during the last audit doesn't mean that one couldn't have arisen since then. I mean, every time we push and update the algorithm, there's a chance for a new bug, and we can only catch them if we do thorough investigations. I suppose if you think it's worth going over again, Dr. Hassan, I can take a look at it. Thank you, Anna. I really appreciate it. You should be thanking Nico. But she hardly even looks at you. She takes the file from your hand, adds it to a massive pile on her desk, and then waves you out of the office. Nico follows you into the hallway, closing the office door before he turns to you. That was a good call you made, bringing up the inconsistencies you found on an application. I only wish Anna thought so. But thanks for being my hero. I don't know that I'd call myself a hero. You just swept in and saved me from a total disastrous argument with my boss. All you're missing is a cape. And some glasses, but sure. I think that might clash with my lab coat. He grins at you, his smile lighting up his whole face, and you feel your cheeks heat. A scientist and superhero. Is there nothing you can't do? I'm Dr. Nico Hassan, by the way, but please, just call me Nico. Yes, please. Erica Ward. It's quite a nice outfit you're wearing. You look like a woman in charge. I wish. Well, you're not going to get anywhere with that attitude. You have to seize power with confidence. I know you just got promoted, but how do you know about my promotion? Nico rubs the back of his neck, looking sheepish for a moment. I'm an avid reader of the HR announcement emails, though don't tell my boss. She'll think I'm shirking my duties. But I suppose that also means belated congratulations are in order. Thanks, Nico. Well, Erica Ward, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and if not, there's always tomorrow, right? I haven't heard otherwise. With a final smile, he gives you a wave and heads down the hall. As you turn to go, you find Inari waiting for you by the doors. Come on, I want to hear everything. The minute you're out the building, and more importantly, out of anyone's earshot, Inari rounds on you. Okay, spill, what's he like? Who? Nico? Obviously! I can't believe you're on a first-name basis with one of the scientists working on the soulmate program. He was just making polite conversation after his meeting with Anna. Still, he's practically a celebrity in LoveCorp. I'm surprised they don't sell boy band-style posters of him in the employee store. Plus, he's single, but I wouldn't give to be paired with someone like him. Please spare me your incredibly vivid fantasies. What? Would you rather talk about next month's election or the new fusion restaurant that just opened up down the street? Fusion restaurant. We should totally go check it out. Maybe we can even convince some of the couples to give us their leftovers. Inari, I'm not going to beg for scraps at a restaurant I can't even go to. It's not like we've got another option. Until we're paired, it's that or another cheap love burger meal, which Erica Ward? You whirl around at the sound of your name, only to see a stranger waving you from a nearby bench. Okay, so we do have multiple love interests. Okay, let's see. We got man. Let's look at female options, shall we? May I just ask why the guy's shirt looks like he has just a giant stain on the front of it? No, look, seriously, let's go back. Hold on. Look. What did they do to my boy's shirt? It's like they're discouraging the male choices. I'm just saying, watch. Look. Stains all over the front. It's me! Just kidding, but I don't know. Female options outfits are all nice and clean and tidy and YOLO. Can I speak for you, Sakalan? The woman leans back in her seat, looking completely at ease, even as her eyes remain locked on you. I don't know what this is about, but I don't see why talking to her would be a problem. I'll see you tomorrow, Inari. We can meet at Cup of Love, like usual. You gave her a pointed look, and after a few curious glances between you and the woman, she continues towards your company-housed apartments. Gotta say, I didn't know LoveCorp uniforms could look so good. Though it might just be the woman wearing it. I'm sorry, but what's someone so gorgeous want with me? The stranger raises her eyebrows, but her shock rapidly melts back into an easy-going smirk. Well, I just had some questions for you. But I'm always looking to make new friends if that's what you love techs are into. She grins wolfishly, and you shiver before schooling your features into a neutral expression. You seem to know a lot about me, so why don't you tell me who you are? Heartily. I swear to God if you say Quinn. Ramos. Oh, how rude of me. Name's Harley. See, the last name never really matters. And do you have a last name, Harley? What is this, an interview, or an intake interview? And speaking of intakes, did you do Chloe Campbell's today? How could you possibly know that? We keep that info in the employee-only password-protected, pseudonym-coded calendar. Trust me, I know. It's the bane of my existence. Bottom line is, I do know, and now I need to know what happened with Chloe and their formerly survey clerk. I would never reveal confidential information about an applicant, or about LoveCorp and the Soulmate program, or about anything else for that matter, and you can quote me on that. Okay, then how about I tell you what I think happened? I think Chloe got a bad nosebleed during her brain scan. You freeze, mouth falling open before you can stop it. Harley grins. I'm blowing your mind, right? And for the next trek, I think Chloe's answers were all over the place. I think she contradicts herself in her surveys probably multiple times. Probably about something stupid like cat, sushi, skiing. Or the beach. You don't have to tell me I'm right, I know I am. Who even are you, and how do you know all this? That doesn't matter. What matters is Chloe. Look, Ward, I saw your empathy score. I know you care, and I'm willing to bet you're smart enough to see that there's something weird is happening. That doesn't mean I can trust you. She nods, looking thoughtful. Maybe not, but you can't trust anyone at LoveCorp either. Then who can I trust? Yourself, your instincts. And what exactly do you want me to do about all this? What you're already doing, but you're close to curfew, so I'll go ahead and get out of your hair. She hesitated slyly before rummaging through her pocket, eventually pulling out a small piece of paper with a phone number scrawled on it. What the hell do we have a curfew for? Seriously. If you see anything strange or if you remember something about Chloe, call me. You take the paper from her, shivering as your fingers brush. If you're trying to get me in trouble, it's not going to work. I scored 91% on your honesty evaluation, almost perfect, but that's lingering 9%. I think it's corruptible. Before you can say another word, she winks and saunters away. That night, you sit on your couch, hardly even paying attention to the television as Harley and Chloe's voice echo around your head. White-lied. If you see anything strange or if you remember something about Chloe, call me. But it has to be the beach. I know it's the beach, but I don't... For Corp's sake. You grab your bag and dig around in it until you find the tiny slip of paper Harley gave you. Let's see what else she has to say. Come on, pick up. But before she does, your phone beeps and you see a message from LoveCorp Soulmate Program. You hang up without thinking and open the message, heart pounding in your chest. Congratulations, our Soulmate Program has found you, the one. Your happily ever after has been waiting for you at Heartbeat at 7 tomorrow. All you have to bring is yourself. The best part of your life is just beginning. We here at LoveCorp can't wait to share it with you. It's finally happening. Tomorrow I'm going to meet my soulmate. Okay. I love you all, seriously. Alright, so before we get into this, right, please like, share, and subscribe, especially if you haven't subscribed already. Also, leave me a comment letting me know your thoughts on this. A lot of you, and I mean a lot of you, have already been like, perfect match, question mark? Choices ripping themselves off, question mark? We don't, so it is eerily similar to Perfect Match. So far. We don't know if androids will roam the planet as of yet. I think what's weirder is we live in a dystopian present where literally we have curfews. A corporation owns everything. Um, you have like literally a curfew for what? I have more questions about how this fictional world ended up being in the way it is, right? Um, just saying. Just saying. Um, I mean, okay, so we've got two love interests. That's nice. I went with the one girl. She kind of reminded me of Ada Wong, from Resident Evil. Plus, hey, look, she's, the person who's on the outside looking in, and yeah. So why not? And then we've got the scientist and whatnot. Guess we'll have to see, right? The one thing that I hope they don't have is the cyborg androids. They have a more interesting story. Let's see what they can come up with. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. At the very least, hey, at least I'm footing the bill for the VIP, right? Alright, so we'll see. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll catch you all in the next chapter. Peace out.